Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening? December the 5th. Wow. Seems like just yesterday I got on this boat. It really does. That was back in May. End of April, beginning of May. Here it is, the 5th of December. Feels like it today, though, kids. It feels like it today. It is chilly down here in the Florida Keys. Hey, Ian. Hey, Martin. It is chilly. Chilly. I actually felt like putting socks on today. I know. You guys are all freezing your butts off up there. Big winter storm moving through the Appalachia area. Hey, Jared. I feel for you guys. I do. A lot of freezing cold temperatures up there, and here I am complaining about how cold it is, that it's 72 degrees down here. And I feel chilly at 72 degrees. So, hey Woody, what's up, Wood Beast? Wood Beast is in the house. So, hey Gene, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you here. Warm is not the word of the day today. It has been cold. It has been windy. Give me a break. Freezing here all day in fog. Sorry, Martin, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. No, not really. No, not really. I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. I'm digging living in the Keys, guys. You know, just a beautiful, beautiful day today. It was a nice day to go for a walk. Took the dog for a nice long walk today. So, yeah, all that went well. So, oh, BT Express. Hey, Cliff. Hey, Johanna. Hello, Farley. Oh, poor Farley dog. Poor Farley dog. Anyhow, Johanna, you see you're already a moderator. Already had that done on this channel. Didn't have to redo it. We're back to the old channel, and everyone's back to the way we were, so... Hey, Pilot, how's it going, buddy? How's you guys doing? Anyhow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day today. That was a bunny hop for Lily. Okay. All right, so this morning, bright and squirrely, the dog and I went ashore, as we always do. You're complaining is wasted. I'm not complaining one bit, Marie. I am not complaining one bit. I am reveling in the fact that I felt a little chilled at 72. My old bones are digging on this warm weather. They really are. So, I know I get hot and sweaty when it's warm, but, oh man, feels good. Feels good. So, anyhow, first thing this morning, me and the dog went ashore for the morning walk. Now, somebody made a comment about, oh, it's good to see Miss Lily ashore. Miss Lily goes ashore every day now, and quite often she did. You know, just because I don't show something on my channel. Let me say that again. Just because I don't show something on my channel does not mean that it doesn't happen. Go to Alaska and see. Yeah, right? Oh, Cliff's up there in Alaska. It's pretty chilly up there right now, I imagine. Yeah, just because I don't show something every day doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Miss Lily went ashore. She goes ashore all the time. Every morning I take her ashore. We go for a long walk. She does her business. I stop at the bathrooms. I do my business. And we go out and play. Today, we was playing fetch. I had to make sure she didn't see that while I did that, because she'd get all excited if I had the ball in my hand. Anyhow, we went and played fetch for a little bit, and so she got a good run in today. Hey, Plain Dame. Plain Dame, huh? Okay. She got a good, hey, Frank, we got a good run in today, and she got back here to the boat and was breathing hard and panting when she got in the dinghy to come back. So she wanted to just get here and chill out, and so that was fine. So. Let's see, Carrie Beth says, allowing yourself to those that want to see you fail shows a lack of character, which I happen to think you have a lot of. I didn't know I was lowering myself. Okay. So it would be a true comment. I don't know what comment in particular you're referring to, but So all icy warmed up after earthquake and melted everything. Oh, really? Well, that's typical of Alaska. You know, the weather up there can be just crazy like that. So, yes, it was nice to see Vasily on the shore. Okay, Marie, yes. But, you know, she does that every day. I don't show it. I don't videotape that all the time. I'm busy. I'm busy walking the dog and throwing a tennis ball for her and having some fun. I don't show that every day. I will endeavor to show that more often, but it goes on every day. So, anyhow, ran the dog back here, got stuff organized on the boat. Was highly motivated this morning to get to my projects and stuff. I had some real estate work I had to do. I had a real estate project that I really thought was going to be like an all-day thing today. I mean, I thought I was going to be like 6 hours or so. So anyhow, I went ashore and we went ashore and had a good had a good time getting into the office as soon as they first opened up this morning. So that was like 8 a.m. or so, 7:30, 8 a.m. And by 10 o'clock, I was done. By 10 a.m., I had all of my stuff completed and was ready to get on to the next step of my day. So today was just one of those days. It's like everything that I tried to get done just happened super easy. It was one of those very rare days where everything just fell into place. Everything just clicked. Everything meshed. Everything just worked perfectly today for me. And so it was a very, very pleasant day in that regard. So, but that was about it. You know, that was about it. So hopefully that's the correct Frank. Frank, tell me something only you and I would know so I can make sure that's the right Frank. Been a while, but I made it. Hope all is well with you, crew. Hey, Chief. Yeah, we're all doing awesome, man. We are doing fine. So, anyhow, so I got my real estate work done early. Came back here to the boat. Went back ashore and did a short provisioning run. I didn't need much, just a couple of things, but the things I needed, I needed. I was out of butter. What else was I out of? I was out of bananas. I was out of butter and bananas, the bees. So I went and got some butter and some bananas, and they had a deal on some meats. I got a really nice pork chop, which I had for dinner this evening. It was fantastic. They had them marked down cheap. And so, anyhow, did a very small provisioning run, and it went very well. So, we'll see from there. But, yeah, Frank, come back and say something. Tell me something that only you would know. Like, what were we talking about on the phone earlier? That would be easy for you to tell me. Anyhow, and if it's not the right Frank, then I'm going to delete you. So do that. Otherwise, you're going to get deleted. Anyhow, did a short provisioning run, came back here to the boat. I wanted to get the rod holders and the pole for the light and all that. Yep, okay, good. Yep, that's right, Frank. Just checking, buddy. Thank you. Anyhow, just wanted to make sure that you were the right guy. But I got to working on the dinghy. Had to drill some holes and mount the rod holders and put the lights in, and had to mount the fire extinguisher into the dinghy. Jumped on the dinghy. All of that just fell into place. So it was just one of those really, nice days where it's like everything meshed. Everything I tried to do today just fell right into place. But you know, in retrospect, I've been getting a lot of that here. I have to admit, the last week or so here in Marathon, it's like everything's just falling into place and clicking for me. And I'm really digging that. It's been nice. It's been relaxed. There's no catastrophes. There's no, boy, I got to do this or I got to do that today. You know, it's been really good. It's been really good. It's been a great week, and today was a great day. Everything fell into place. Everything meshed. Everything worked. All the jobs I needed to get done, I got done really quickly. So great day today, guys. Really great day today. You know, I got done with doing the dinghy work, cleaned up the cockpit a little bit, and did some cleaning and had some washing and organizing, putting stuff up. Cooked dinner, had dinner. Got done eating dinner, and I watched a little movie while I was having dinner. I have through my cell thing, they have this, you know, AT&T television channel that doesn't affect my usage that I can watch. So I watched a movie on that. Man, do they hit you up with commercials. You guys think YouTube is bad about hitting you up with commercials? Try watching something on TNT network or one of the regular television networks right now. I mean, it's just an abomination of commercial after commercial after commercial after commercial. It took 2 hours to watch a 45-minute movie because of all the damn commercials. It was just ridiculous. So, anyhow, now that you're not moving and in place, you should see more of these days. Yeah, Gene, I really hope so, man. It was just really nice to just get some stuff done, some positive movement on my real estate business. The dinghy's working fine. You know, the dog jumped in and out of the dinghy with no problem, and she had fun playing in the dinghy today on the way and coming back. Just a nice day. Just a really nice day. Met some people down on the dock, met some new friends. A guy by the name of Dave. Got to talk to Dave. He's from the Akron-Canton area of Ohio, so he and I chatted for a little bit. Nice guy. Hey, making new friends, meeting new people, having a wonderful day. It was a little chilly, very windy. It's blowing about 22, 23 miles an hour through the anchorage right now. I don't know if you can see the movement up here behind me, but I'm being tossed around a little bit. The boat's, you know, sailing a little bit here on the mooring ball. The entire anchorage is pretty animated because of all the breeze blowing through, but it is 70. It's exactly 70 degrees right now on my thermometer here inside the cockpit. I don't have any socks on and my toes are cold, so. But I'm also sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm not saying that to brag or give anybody a hard time. I'm just telling you the way it is, guys. So every once in a while, it's nice things work out all right. Glad to hear you had one of those days. Yeah, Chief, it was just awesome. I've had so many days where it's just been fighting an uphill battle lately. You know, the last 7 months of this journey has seemed like, to a great degree, it was fighting an uphill battle. But you know, getting the channel reinstated yesterday was a great thing. You know, it just felt good. It felt right. You know, I felt vindicated that we're back where we're supposed to be, and overcame you know, one more irritation. But today it's there's been no irritations at all. It's been just a perfectly great day. So how long would a 3-minute egg take? I don't know. 6 minutes divided by 12 times 2. Made it to 43 degrees this afternoon. There you go. That's not too bad. That's about freezing. Does the salt water affect Lily's skin at all? Frank, she doesn't go swimming in the salt water, so no, it doesn't seem to be bothering her a bit. So, hey Coyote, how you doing, man? So tomorrow I have to get her next flea. You know, I get these little pills from the veterinarian for her flea medication. So tomorrow we're stopping and getting her next flea pill, picking up postage stamps, and I'm going to a ethics training. A real estate ethics training for 4 hours. That's going to be, I've done this training every year for the last 30 years. It's the same training we have to do every year over and over and over again. But be that as it may, I got to do that tomorrow. So Miss Lily may be visiting with some friends tomorrow. We've got some friends who are going to take care of her while I am in my class, so she doesn't have to be left alone here on the boat. So she'll have fun with that, playing with their dog. They also have a Labrador, so they'll have fun hanging out with each other. So I will say this much, it was sort of funny. When we were on our walk this morning, there's a lady that walks 2 Jack Russell Terriers. And man, I'll tell you what, those terriers were just like trying to chew Lily a new butt. They were just barking and growling and snapping at her. Even though she was 50 yards away, they were still barking and going crazy, trying to give Lily a hard time. And the poor woman was having a hell of a job trying to manage these two Jack Russells. One of them had pooped. She was trying to pick up the poop while the dog was bouncing around back and forth, practically knocking her on her butt. Those two Jack Russells are not very nice dogs. Those two were not very nice dogs at all. Miss Lily didn't like them. She didn't want to be nowhere near them. So, because all they were doing is just barking at her. Oh, man. Oh, looks like we're 7 months. You were having problems with that woman that was supposed to buy your shack. Oh, yeah, Ian, you're right. Oh, yeah, well, that went on for a year with the real estate stuff up there in Alaska. Ian, you're absolutely correct. So, no, smoking, it doesn't last 3 months. Every month, Miss Lily gets a pill. It's a big, well, here. This is not the pill. This is her heart medication that she gets. She gets Heart Guard. But it looks just like the Heart Guard. Out of there. Damn. It looks just like that. You see the size of these pills? It's a flea medication. It's about the same size as one of these. Miss Lily gets one of these every month. And then she gets that flea medication once a month as well. So, she's gotten her Heart Guard for the month. But I give her the flea medication on the 10th of the month. But tomorrow I'm stopping at the veterinarian's office and picking up the pill. It's good for 30 days. She gets one for every 30 days. So, and she's had one every 30 days now since, well, I bought the first one while we were still in Port Washington. So, however long ago that was. So she gets one of those every month, and that keeps her absolutely free of any fleas and stuff. So. The flea doesn't last 3 months. Yeah, this isn't a 3-month thing. This is a once-a-month deal. So, good not to have any class. Oh, man. Yep, you should do what you do today. You have my respect. Well, thank you, Ian. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, today was just a good day. It was one of those really rare good days. Everything seemed like it worked. Everything's been working all day long. So, probably means tomorrow's going to be a bit of a cluster, though, you know? The odds of me having 2 really good days in a row are pretty slim. But today was a good day. Today was a really good day. So, other than that, I really don't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. Let's see what was going on of interest. The marina here. Listened to the net this morning. The only easy day was yesterday. Yeah. They have the cruiser's net. This is something that's sort of unique for this area. Well, they do it in other places as well, I guess. But Buki Harbor every morning at 9 a.m. All of the cruisers get on their VHF radio, channel 68, and they talk about affairs of the day. You know, what's going on weather-wise, what's going on with the seascape, you know, the water around us, if any issues, what's high tide, what's low tide, what time is the sun rise, what time is the sun going to set. You know, the basic day-to-day stuff. And then they go in and, you know, if anybody new came into the anchorage, they want you to announce yourself and introduce yourself. Anybody leaving, they want you to say goodbye. Then they do, if anybody needs any help with anything or has a question, needs directions, so you can get onto the net and say, you know, hey, I'm looking for a 5/16 wrench, or hey, does anybody know where's the best place to get X, Y, or Z, or whatever, or, you know, hey, I need someone to come take a look at my engine or something. You know, whatever issues are going on, they do that. And then after that, they talk about things going on in the community, like there's a bunch of people active here in a thespian group putting on a play at the community center. So they talk about that, or there's a movie playing at the public library. They'll talk about that. There's a fundraiser going on here with all the cruisers in the bay. We're trying to raise money to buy bicycles to be gifted away to kids here in the community, low-income kids that need bicycles. So there's that goes on. A lot of conversation about that, scheduling. They're going to get together and do a bike assembly here pretty soon. I'm gonna grab my wrenches and go in and see if I can help them assemble bicycles for the kids. What else did they talk about? Oh, and then they do a section where everybody does trivia. You get to ask a trivia question and see if anybody can answer the trivia question. So anyhow, it's just sort of a nice thing. It's an hour-long conversation on the VHF radio amongst all the neighbors here in the harbor. It is only for the people here in the marina, in Buki Harbor. Whether you're on anchor or whether you're on a mooring ball, doesn't matter. But all the people here then communicate and talk and share stuff. And, oh, if you have something to sell, you know, tell them what you've got available for sale and see if you can't, you know, find somebody who wants to buy whatever. And it's just it's a fun thing. It's called the Morning Net, and it is something that I kind of look forward to listening to every morning. Now, this morning, I was not on the boat during the net. I was actually in the marina area on the Wi-Fi there. So what I did is I set up my my headphones. I have a pair of earbuds. I don't know if you guys ever saw these, but I took the headphones from my iPhone, and then I took a pair of these are a for shooting sports. You can buy earplugs for your ears, but they also sell an earplug system where you take two different compounds, you knead them together, and then you push that into your ear, and it makes a soft molded earplug the exact shape of your ear. So I took the iPhone earbuds and I embedded them in a molded plug so that it offers me hearing protection. You see how it fits in the ear? It offers me hearing protection, but it tremendously improves the earbuds because it blocks out all the other noise. Anyhow, so I plug these into my wireless mic. I'm sorry, the wired extension mic that goes into my VHF, and that way I could sit in there and listen to the VHF and nobody else could hear what I was listening to because I had my earbuds in. So that's what I did for the morning net this morning. With that said, I missed a lot of stuff in the chat here while I've been going on, so let me go back and check. Let's see. This is a high class and it's not respectable. Okay. I hear there entire channels on YouTube that have no class whatsoever. Okay. Cliff says, Colonel, you have what you're saying. Only speak good things about yourself and situation. Your words are powerful. Well, thank you, Cliff. I appreciate that, brother. Ethics seminar may be a good place to meet people who can help you and you help them. Yeah, Wood Beast. Actually, the ethics seminar is just going to be my competition. It's going to be the other realtors. Why do you keep moving to different channels so damn much? I don't. I went over to another channel and now I'm back to my original channel. Sorry if that bothers you. My apology if necessary, but I missed the first part of your stream. Have you had any interest or inquiries in any of your real estate listings? Yes, Chief. I am having very good success with that, and I am following up on it now and working on that. So, yep, very, very pleased actually with the way that's developing. So, okay, grins. Okay, Ruthless Ronnie. New community sounds a lot more fun than the dry cabin in Alaska. Oh yeah, Marie, very social. In Marathon, living on a boat, surprisingly, because living on your boat, you're kind of isolated. I mean, you have a moat. Basically, you have a water moat completely isolating you from everybody around you. Nobody can approach my boat unless they are also in a boat. So you would think that would have a tendency to isolate people, but in fact, it's just the opposite here. It's a very social community, very active community of like-minded people. So yeah, I'm meeting and greeting new people every day. Every time I go ashore, you know, I must say hello to 20 or 30 people every day. But, you know, I actually sit down and have a conversation with, you know, 2 or 3 people every day. I get to meet and get to know a couple other people from the community here. So, I mean, there's always that certain group of people that come and go. There's a lot of people that use this as a jumping off point for heading to the Bahamas or what have you, or heading further south to the Keys or what. You know, there's the transients that come through. But then there's the rest of us, which I am becoming part of the us, who are the, you know, the local people who stay here and plan on staying here full time. So, you know, the regular liveaboards who call this home. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Like, for example, the guy I met today, Dave, from Canton, Ohio. Dave was telling me that he originally came down here and was staying in a campground. But the campgrounds were so damn expensive, he couldn't hardly afford to stay in the campground. He had a camper, but then he ended up having a friend of his who showed him about sailboats and what that was about. And he sold his camper, bought a sailboat, and he's been loving living down here in the Keys ever since, because it's very cost effective. He can get to shore easily. He's got a vehicle. He can get to his job and work, and it's a good life. It's a real good life here right now. So, muster is essential to a healthy naval environment where land is not a denominator. Okay, there you go. Did they hear of you? Ian, some people know who I am, some people don't. I do get some of that sort of starry eyeball stuff. Some people look at me and kind of, you know, boy, he looks familiar. Where do I know him from? I get a little bit of that kind of stuff. I also have people come right up to me and say, hey, Grandpa, how you doing? You know, and people have no idea who they are. So we get a little bit of each of that. So, okay. All right. All right. Well, I guess we got old Troll Sniper. Sorry about that, man, but yeah. You got to keep up, man. I may be a 60-year-old guy, but you got to keep up. You got to keep up. I don't wait for anybody. We're moving on, man. We're moving on. So, anyhow, so I'm digging on the community. We had a really good day today. Just life is good right now, you know. I'm kind of enjoying that. So, what do the full-timers do for hurricane season? Pray. Most of the people here pray. In fact, I've talked almost without exception. When I talk to any of the old-timers, they talk about, you know, their old boat that they lost in Irma. That seems to be the conversation that everybody has is, oh yeah, remember that boat I had before Irma? It got wrecked, it got destroyed, it got. I hear that over and over again. So apparently a lot of these people just try to, you know, they'll you know, try to secure their boat, leave it on a mooring ball and take off. You know, they get evacuated because of course you get a hurricane like Irma coming through. A lot of people just abandon their boats and go and pray for the best, and most of those boats got destroyed. So, you know, to me, I think the best defense for a hurricane is just don't be here when a hurricane comes, but we'll see how successful I am trying to live that come hurricane season. So, hurricane season officially just ended here, though. December 1st, they consider here to be the first official day of the non-hurricane season. So, we're good for 6 months anyway. I'm following up. Good evening. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture. Ben, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Never mind the question mark. Okay. I'm following you. Okay. All right. Good deal. Good deal. So anyhow, I guess that's all I really have to talk about tonight. You know, it was just a good day. Everything fell into place. Got all my jobs done quickly. Had plenty of downtime. Lily looks happy during the walk. Yeah, she really enjoys going for her walk. I don't know, do you guys see the video? I made that video public today on this channel. Pray and then run. Yeah, for hurricane, that's what they do. They pray and they run and hope their boat survives. So, excuse me. Wow, and I got a good night's sleep last night. I'm surprised I'm yawning already. But I am tired. I just had dinner and I got a full belly. I am drinking my one beer. As you can see, I'm not making much of a dent in it. There's my daily beer. Good Carl, bumper crop this year, and now I have downtime. All right, good to hear, man. Good to hear. Glad somebody's getting some crops up. My buddy Drew, I was born 18 years. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Yep, thank you guys. Thanks, Frank. Oh, looks like Frank and Pilot both hit the same guy. So, yeah, it's not really ice cold. Yeah, man. I went provisioning today. I just loaded the refrigerator with a bunch of stuff, and so anytime I do that, it takes it about 24 hours for me to get the refrigerator chilled back down again. So, right now it's not particularly cold, but it's getting there. So. Oh, Paul Harper. Mainly sailboats in the anchorage. Yes, yes. Here, Paul, well, mainly sailboats, but a lot of trawlers, too. Cruisers. This is a cruiser hangout. This is, all the boats in the harbor are liveaboards. Something that's kind of unique. They do not allow wet storage here. In other words, you can't come down here, rent a mooring ball, tie your sailboat up, and leave it. If you have a mooring ball here, if you have a sailboat or a boat here on a mooring ball, you have to be on the boat. Now, you can take a week's vacation, go somewhere, do a trip or whatever, and that's fine, but you have to live here on the boat. This is a live-aboard community in this harbor. So all of the boats that are here, all of them have people living on them. And, you know, surprisingly, it's not all, you know, old codgers like me. I mean, there's a few boats that have some young girls on them. There's a couple really cute-looking young girls actually out here living on their own boat. There's some young families, you know, husband and wife with kids. There's a few of them, quite a few families actually. A lot of it is retirees. A lot of it is, you know, husband and wife living on a boat as a retirement plan, as a low-income, fun, low-expense lifestyle. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff going on as well. There's single guys that live on sailboats that, you know, work blue-collar jobs and what have you here in the community. In fact, when I went over to the store today, I walked over and then took a taxi back from Publix so I could carry all my stuff because I forgot to bring my cart with me. And the guy that drove me back was a young guy, probably 30, 35, driving the taxi and living here on the harbor in a sailboat. So it's a pretty well-rounded community, actually. Pretty well-rounded community. So, oh, let's see what else I missed. From the deck to the dinghy and back, she is not a small dog. Jean, she jumps. She'll jump down into the dinghy and she jumps back up on deck. I don't touch her at all. I don't have her collar, or I have her collar on, but I don't have her leash connected because I don't want her to get tangled up in anything. But yeah, I will get on the dinghy and get it organized and get the engine started. I will sit down. And then I just tap the seat in front of me like that, and she'll jump off the sailboat into the dinghy. And then when I come back, she'll wait for me to get up, grab a hold of the sailboat, and then tell her, you know, I grab a hold of Lily too, and I say, okay, go, and then she'll jump up on deck. But yeah, she does that all by herself. She gets on and off by herself without any problem whatsoever. So, and in fact, when we get over to the marina office, the docks over there, as soon as the dinghy bounces the dock, she's on the dock. I've tried to get her to wait for me to give her a command to go on the dock, but she's just so excited at that point. And then she'll bark at me because I'm not getting off the dinghy and going with her fast enough. So she'll bark at me, trying to speed me up because she wants to go ashore. Of course, at that point, you know, she's got to pee. So anyhow, that's what's going on with her. So how long can you stay? I could stay here forever. I can stay here forever. $324 a month for the mooring ball, dinghy dock, access to the laundry, the showers, get my mail delivered here, parking for a car, all that included for $324 a month. So that's a real good deal. That's a real good deal. In this community, that's a real good deal. I've said this before. I saw a 16-foot bumper pull camper. You know, the kind of thing you'd pull behind your station wagon, that you know, as a tow behind camper. I saw one of those for rent here for $1,000 a month. So living off on a mooring ball on your sailboat is a very, very inexpensive lifestyle here. So what's the distance of that jump? 3 feet, maybe? See, when she jumps up, she's up in the bow compartment. I have her sitting up in the bow compartment. My bow compartment's raised up because I have a dry locker underneath the bow in the dinghy. So she'll jump from that up onto the tube, and then from the tube up to the deck, I don't know, 2 feet, maybe 3 feet total. Not that far. She has no problem jumping that whatsoever. So she can clear that real easy. So you need a 12-volt bridge and solar panels. Yep, I do. But I don't have any room for solar panels, nor do I have room for the batteries for solar panels. So some of this in today's video. Yeah, I made that video public. Though I released it to the patrons the other day, but today I made it public, and I think in there you can see Lily jumping on and off. So you got dressed out last week and we're watching you on TV. He said he heard of it, but it was blocked on the computers in the day room. Okay, I'm not sure what that's all about. Carl, what do they charge for a slip there? John, they don't have slips here. There's no dockage available in this area. Now, there are marinas here where you can get a dock and tie up to a dock, and I will call around and get some prices for you for that. But I really prefer, and this is actually a bit of a surprise for me even, I really prefer being right where I'm at. Being here on the mooring ball, letting my generator run. Running the generator all day is, it's not great. I don't like listening to the drone of the generator going on all day. I kind of sometimes really enjoy shutting it off and just having some quiet. When I'm working down here in the boat, I have noise canceling headphones that I put on, and then I don't hear the generator at all. But I like living on the mooring ball and being part of this community. You know, I've been isolated up in Alaska, and then during my trip, and you know, it's always been me by myself. It was quite a lonely existence. Not so lonely anymore. I have lots of people to talk to and meet, and I'm interacting with other people every day. So it's you know, not nearly so lonely anymore. And I'm having pretty good response to my marketing I'm doing here. So I'm guardedly optimistic that my prospects are looking pretty good. So 12-volt compressor fridge. Yep, I know what you mean, Abe. I know what you mean. Yep. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. No, Jean, she has no problem getting in and out of the boat at all. She has no problem getting in and out of the boat at all. So, Stefan, Miss Lone Star added batteries to her cow. Yep, well, they've got all kinds of weird ideas on what they're doing to their cow. Where did he put them, Johnny Hag? Because I don't know where you would fit extra batteries on this boat. They still know. Has the bird cussed at you yet? No, no, no. That talking parrot, no. Actually, that parrot is. I've moved my boat since then, pilot. I'm nowhere near that bird anymore. So I don't hear that bird ever at all anymore. So, seeing the possibilities. Yep. Johnny, they also took out the engine. Yeah, that's true. They took out their diesel engine, so that may have given them room to put batteries in. Because they took out their diesel engine and now they have a small outboard mounted on the back of their boat. Which, in theory, seems like a good idea, but you have no control on that outboard as far as forward or reverse. You can use the steering to steer the boat, but how do you slow it down? How do you speed it up? How do you, I mean, of course there's two people. So as they're coming into harbor, somebody could be down, manning the outboard motor while somebody else is up on deck steering the boat. I don't have that luxury because I'm on a boat by myself, but if they took out their motor, then they would have room for batteries. They would have a lot of room for batteries, but my boat's not situated thusly, so not an option for me. Put the batteries under the seat you're sitting on. Well, there wouldn't be much room for batteries in there. I don't know how they did that, Arthur. There's not much. There's only, I mean, the compartment underneath where I'm sitting, here's the face, here's the seat, and then the deck is like this. So it would be a triangular shaped area. There's no way you could put a battery in that area. It just wouldn't fit. There's no way you could put a battery down there. Maybe where I have my tools stored, where my tool storage is, which is in the seat that Lily's on right now, maybe in there you could put 2 batteries. But I don't know how good of a location that would be, so. Okay. We stayed there in 2015 on Anchor and saved $150 a month. Yeah, yeah, it's a real nice community. So, not a good idea in seas. Those batteries would get hot, I think. Okay. Under the section by the head. Okay, well that's not where I'm sitting. That's over where Lily is. Yes, there would be room maybe for 2 batteries down there. So. Marie, I don't have to figure it out. But that's been my argument all along. I don't have to figure it out. I am absolutely fine just running my generator for the time being. The other problem that I have with putting in a solar system is I don't have any place to mount. I mean, Bill, my neighbor over here, has offered to give me 2 2-foot by 4-foot solar panels, probably 100 watt, 150 watt panels. He's going to give me 2 of them, but I have no place to mount them. I don't have an arch. I don't have a bimini. I don't have a davit. I don't have any place to mount those onto. And so the cost that I would incur to build all that and install it would be earrings on a pig. It just doesn't make sense to do that to this boat. So, yeah. Yeah, Trav, my business is doing fine, thanks. Must be rolling in money. Why be an idiot? I mean, that's just not nice. I provided a complimentary comment on another sailing channel and got called a cult member. Carl, are you familiar with someone that has Craig in their name? Oh, yeah, yeah, well, sorry about that, Chief. Yep, there's... Those troll idiots, you know, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand. And whatever, you know, I don't care. That I'm sorry that happened to you, but yeah, Trav, attitude, buddy. Trav Spence, it was just the attitude. Must be rolling in money. That's just attitude. Not necessary. That's just being a smart aleck. So. Same has happened. Yeah, anybody that's been a supporter or a fan of my channel has run into the same thing. And if all they did was attack you on a comment, That's easy. That's not too bad. A lot of the other viewers on here, I've actually had them call them up at home and send them letters and all kinds of stuff trying to give them a hard time. So, I mean, some of these troll idiots are I don't know, downright nasty, but whatever. That's their life, not me. I'm having a good time, so. Hey, Food Forest, you take care. Okay, that's goodbye. Oh, watch if you want, don't if you don't. Yep, there you go, Smoking. That's exactly right. You want to watch, watch. You don't want to watch, don't watch. But, yeah, I know, Cliff, I know. I try, you know. And of course, here I get on here and I talk about having such a great day, and what happens if troll idiots get on here and try to hurt my feelings, or, you know, whatever. You know, guys, hey, I'm living here on my sailboat in the warm tropics, looking at palm trees and beautiful sunsets, and enjoying the hell out of my life right now. So, what's the old saying? Living well is the best revenge. Well, I'm living well, guys. So. Just remember, to the other channel, they look like the troublemaker. Oh, Gene, absolutely. They always do. Yep. Yep. Solar panel is a bimini. Yeah, Ape, but I would need to put some kind of structure to hold them up. I can't just, you know, the air is not going to hold them up there. I need some way of mounting them. So I would need to have something welded. And we're talking, you know, $1,000 to have an arch welded, or you know, $500–600 to have a Dodger built, so I can put a Dodger up and then mount them onto the Dodger frame. I mean, it's just not practical. It's just not practical for this boat. Maybe if I planned on keeping this boat long term, I would be thinking along those kinds of solutions, but I'm not. I'm going to stay on this boat until I can make enough money to buy a much bigger boat, and then I'm going to move to a bigger boat. So there's not much point in continuing to worry about putting solar panels on a boat that I'm not going to keep. So, small boats have figured it out. It was not a big deal. Okay. Boom's pretty low. Yes, the boom is pretty low. So there's not a lot of clearance for. I mean, if I were to put a Dodger up, it would literally be a Dodger. I'd have to be ducking underneath of it all the time to get it on and off the boat to walk around. I wouldn't be able to stand up straight in the cockpit. I would have to be ducked underneath the thing all the time. This boat is not designed for that, friends. In 1974, they didn't have those systems. This boat's just not designed for that. So trying to retrofit it is a fool's errand. Not going to do that. I'm just going to save my money and buy something bigger, that's newer, that's more equipped for that kind of stuff. Yep, Carrie Beth, exactly. I got more important things to worry about than solar panels. So, and you're right, Pilot. We've had this conversation numerous times. John Wayne and those corn dodgers. Hey, Bad Wolf, I agree. Yeah, right. Corn dodgers and True Grit. Yeah. Yeah, no, the rails on the cockpit aren't big enough for that. That's a Wind Gypsy. I'm on a 1974 Cal 229. So, no smoking. It's a 29-foot boat, not a 30-foot boat. 29-foot boat. Foot difference, not a big deal. But anyhow, cheers, guys. All right, killed that one off. My daily beer. Like my daily bread, it's my daily beer. So, anyhow, so tomorrow I have to take care of some real estate work. The day after tomorrow, I'm going to be working on a drone video. So we should see how things go from there. And then after that, I want to do a fishing video. But I'm kind of vacillating over over figuring out what's the thing to do for the fishing license, because ideally what I really need to do, I need to get my driver's license transferred over here to Florida. That's cost $58. And then I would be able to be a resident. Once I get my driver's license transferred, I would be considered a resident. And as a resident, then I can buy a resident fishing license, a hunting license, and all that, which I think long-term makes the most financial sense for me. Yeah, I could spend $44, which is cheaper than the driver's license, initially, and just buy a non-resident fishing license. But then I still have to eventually transfer the driver's license over anyway. And, you know, I would really prefer buying the Florida, what they call the sportsman's license, which is actually $100 for the sportsman's license. But that enables me to hunt and fish and lobster and throughout the state. So if I decide to go turkey hunting, which I'd like to do this spring coming up, you know, that's something I could do with that license. I could deer hunt, I could hog hunt, I could go lobstering. I think that includes everything but the snook and tarpon permit. And I really don't care to have a snook or tarpon permit. I have no intention of fishing for snook or tarpon. Maybe snook, but not really. I'd much rather fish for some snappers. They're better eating anyway. Maybe some mahi-mahi, maybe some more of the pelagics, that kind of stuff. But we'll see. Okay. Yep. The skipper has been on this boat for over 7 months without solar panels. I don't think he needs them from here on out. Nope, Carrie Beth, don't need solar panels. Absolutely don't need them. I mean, if my generator died tomorrow, then yeah, solar panels would be great. And like I said, the guy on the boat next to me is giving me a pair. I'll have a pair of solar panels. That's great. And he's even got a charge controller he's going to give me. So it's not going to cost me anything, except I still don't have any place to put them. So maybe I could simply tie them down on the deck. I don't know. So, good night, Johanna. Take care, babe. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching here for a bit. So, Darcizzle fishes in Florida all the time. Yes, she does. She does. She does a great job with it, too. And she is, she's fun to watch. She's easy on the eyes. Me, not so much. I don't think you want to see me in a string bikini. So, snook are on the top of my bucket list, supposed to be excellent eating too. Yes, Johnny Hag, they are. Snook are excellent eating, yep. But you need to have a special permit to catch snook, and so I just soon avoid that. So, checking in late, how did you manage? Hey, Don, how you doing, man? We managed just fine. We're here. We're alive. So, think about the fishing license. If it is yearly, then I just don't think it would make any sense to buy it this year. Yes, Gene, I agree completely. I agree completely, yes. I do have to check on that and make sure that if I buy a fishing license, it's good for 12 months. Not that I'm going to buy one and have it expire at the end of the month. That would not make much sense at all. So, anyhow, well, listen, guys, we pretty much killed a whole nother hour here. I appreciate everybody watching and following along. The dog and I are just fine. We had a great day today. Actually, you know, it was a great day right down the line. I had a great breakfast. I don't eat lunch, so we had a nice breakfast, and then I bought this beautiful thick pork chop. We did a pork chop on the grill for dinner. Man, it was perfect. Nice and juicy and just really good pork chop for dinner. Had a pork chop and some macaroni salad. I haven't had macaroni salad in a while. The Publix here makes their deli section has pre-made salads like that, and so I picked up a little tub of macaroni salad to go with my pork chop. Made for a very pleasant dinner. Had my beer this evening with my dinner, talking to you good folks. It's been a great day. It really has. It's been a great day. Now, tomorrow's going to be busy with a lot of real estate stuff tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and jump on that tomorrow and be occupied with that all day. And then after that, hopefully we'll be doing a drone video. So we'll work on that next. But anyhow, that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate appreciate everybody watching and paying attention and hanging out. Cult members signing off. There you go, Chief. Yep. I have just subscribed finally. All right, School of Science, welcome. All right, kids. Anyhow, so again, please be good, be careful, take good care of one another. Remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal, as there is here in the chat. Should you want to contribute to the adventure, all funds are very much needed and greatly appreciated. And we have lots of things we got to pay for here in the near future. So, yeah, like my annual fees for the MLS, that's going to be a big one. So anyhow, guys, if you can, head up to PayPal. We certainly appreciate, especially this holiday season. I hope everyone's in the giving mood. I would appreciate it. So anyhow, with that said, good night, everybody. Be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and we will see you tomorrow. Night, everybody.